Love the beautiful, beautiful scenery. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So y'all, it's afternoon already. All right, cool. What's up, Moj? Just got the monitor up and running. Let people file in here. I'm still partaking in the morning caffeine and soon to be nicotine rituals. So there's no needless combat or homicide in my future. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning. T Solutions. What's up, big dog? I just don't know how to respond to users' names that start with O and then some numbers. It like you got to the point where you like wanted to watch something on fucking YouTube, but you didn't have an account or you wanted to comment or like something and you said fuck it. And you push something in like randomly and just fucking created the account so you could get in there and fucking hate smash someone's shit. Princess Maya, welcome to the chat. Well, I was up late into the wee hours of the morning with shenanigans. Not bad shenanigans. However, Chicken Joe and I were exploring the finer intricacies of 1,000 horsepower race cars on certain tracks in Florida, and how cool it would be to hopefully not kill ourselves. My sunshine, she said, let's go Clarity Act. We'll give it a few more minutes and we'll get into meat and potatoes. I did see your comment right there, Princess Maya. Don't worry, I'll get to it. If y'all aren't following me on X, it's probably a pretty good fucking idea to do so, because we be pushing some shit out. Big John! Big John's up in the chat. Hey, John, I'm gonna need you to get a nap because we need to shoot the shit later on the spaces. I'm gonna need you to get just a little siesta, maybe half hour, 45 minute. For y'all that don't know, Big John is like he's like a baller in life. Like he has a bunch of cool shit that he does, but he's a family man, and then he runs. You got to hear him say it for himself. He does some cool shit on the other side. Like I'm up here, on YouTube and spaces acting like, half a momo and I'm cool. Like Big John does this shit for real. You hear his voice, you be like, hey, wait, I recognize that guy from somewhere. Brent, what's up? This motherfucker. Be hung like a cricket. Come up in here, win fucking whatever the fuck he said. Hung like a cricket, small and noisy. Yep, my sunshine. I'm ready for baller status. I'm ready to disappear into a fucking crowd and for nobody to remember my name, but, that's what it is. Poos! Hey, is this Poos 2? Does that mean Poos 1 was taken? Jeffrey Nickel, good day, sir. Good day. Sorry. Woke up and took the cocksucker capsules, and I'm just in one of those moods so far this morning.
But I still make them babies.
Hell yes. Hell yes, Brent said fucking. Mm-hmm. That didn't hit the main, or you didn't approve that one?
They got.
Oh, it got fucked up? Nah. Hey, Brent, dog, I got you. I get it. I get it. Michael, what's up, big dog? See, Mojo got the right idea. Great man all day. He just said straw man. I had to kick his ass out the chat. I ain't trying to end up on that list. Goshko, what's cracking? Who's two when I was a firefighter? I've seen a lot of different suits. Okay, I get it, Poos. I get it. That makes sense. I'm just talking shit. Just talking shit because I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side. Fucking, we don't get the stage, y'all.
Them peptides hit different.
I'm just playing. I'm actually very, very close with the firefighters for our jurisdiction. The fire chief is a very, very good friend of mine. He'll be at my retirement dinner. He got big old handlebar mustache, freaking tattooed sleeves, rides a Harley, has a huge lifted truck. He's a great dude. We've been there for each other like numerous times on numerous incidents. So giant hugs for all my my hose jockeys. They know it don't matter. All the shit I talk, all the shit they talk, I got their back. They got my back. They'll patch me up, plug the holes. I'll make sure nobody does dumb shit to them. Rolling up in the chat. You got that right. We're going to break into some shit here in a few. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy. Y'all see me looking this way? I can't say right or left because I don't know if it, how it does what it does. I got a monitor so I can see the chat. I cannot see the chat on this side with the studio lighting and the size of the screen because as my older sons have advised me, I'm fucking older than Jesus's nephews, nieces. So
Maybe said, didn't you?
Jesus babysat me. You see what I gotta put up? This fucking bullshit. Oh. So we've been seeing some interesting shit come out. Been seeing some interesting shit come out via the socials. A lot of shit's been coming out on X. Most of the stuff on X, not even just to deal with the digital financial technologies or crypto. You got to be careful who you follow on there because some of the shit you see the same people doing the same shit over and over again. It's gonna run on this day. It's gonna do this. It's gonna do that. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What's up, clan? I'm fucking choking on my spit over here. Maybe I am that old. But however, some shit has been coming around full fucking circle via social media of shit that not only I was telling you, but Lou was telling you. And a lot of shit that I was telling you, and I was briefing Lou on like almost 3 years ago. That shit's been popping up, going more mainstream now. You guys are following me on X. You guys have seen the ones where I put up there like, wonder where that shit fucking came from. They're fucking a little late to the gangbang. March 1st is the date that I'm still holding strong to until I get information otherwise. Excuse me. It's not coffee, it's Monster. I just can't have the can and the imaging, and they're fucking retarded. So March 4th, March 1st is still the date I'm holding strong to. Y'all have been seeing that coming out from a lot of individuals, including the White House. March 1st, before March 1st is the deadline. If and when that changes, I will definitely blast that out on YouTube. That way we get an update on that. But I am not getting a singular indication from Inner Circle that that's changing in any way, shape, or form. Everything that I'm getting, Inner Circle and then Outer Circle from some of the fam on the institution and the banking side is telling me that everything's ready to go. The banks that would have been apprehensive previously have now bought in because they understand the new system is about to charge up their cash flow. I got to be careful with how I say certain things because certain things I was told are not for public consumption, not yet anyways. But almost 3 years ago, and Lou was apprehensive until I got somebody Inner Circle into his ear about the replacing the financial system in its entirety, running on chain, how that was going to work. And then when he came around to that, he understood the play is much bigger than what we had originally thought it was. Just being a cross-borders payment solution. It was now a global financial system change. And that's been... sorry. Squirrel! I'm looking over at the monitor, but I was like mid-thought. That information is finally going mainstream, and it's coming out of people's mouths you did not expect to hear it from. And does it really mean anything? And I can say no, not really, but it is more of a validation of what I've been telling you guys for fucking years. And so many of the naysayers and the haters and the fucking paid bots will get in and destroy your guys' confidence in something that really should have just been a lock. Buy, hold, shut the fuck up. Been so many people hating. It feels good to finally have some validation from individuals with bona fides, if that makes sense to y'all. Yeah. No, it's occurring. And the banks are fucking ready to go. Even JP Morgan, even Diamond is on board saying it's about to go down. Which is kind of cool because Jamie's been that fucking dude that has been running around the hedge for a hot minute. Not getting into it, not staying away from it. He'd badmouth it one day and then he'd fucking talk like it's the next best thing to freaking sliced bread the next day. Uh-oh, there's Blue. What's up, Blue? Hey, dog. What we all want to know is... was there kinky shit between last week and this week? For those of y'all that weren't here last week, you understand. I ain't gonna start the algo down that road. We brought some weird motherfuckers in once we started talking about some of the shit. The fucking Blue. I don't want to say he was involved in, but it said like he was asking for a friend. I love him anyhow. Excuse me. Yep, there we go. He said, no, don't do that shit. Hey, Blue, if I wasn't fucking with you, that means I don't like you. You kind of put yourself on that path. Hey, Blue, do me a favor. Like today, think like 2 or 3 times about some shit before you put it in the chat, because I am in a fucking mood today. I've already got a couple of different people on like Blue Block Studios. Like, is that like Blue Waffle Studios? Oh, I've just been going down that road, man. Sorry. He said, no, don't do that shit. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just in one of those moods where, like, I don't fuck with people today. I woke up and chose fucking violence. But to continue what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by Blue Box presence in the chat. To watch Diamond come around, and then the information that I got on Tuesday. Normally I'll get emails, text messages, like, hey, what's up, from certain individuals. I got a fucking phone call. And I was on duty. And I'm sitting there in the fucking car, out and about. And it was fucking retarded already, kids. I started the shift and it was fucking 44 degrees when I started. Not fucking horrible, but it's not warm. I get it. It's not fucking horrible. Already had a short sleeve shirt on because it's fucking almost March. Fucking put my long sleeves away. So I'm sitting in the car, 44 degrees when I start. By the time I hit afternoon, it was like 1,500, 1,600. It was 88 fucking degrees. It was a 44 degree shift. I was heated. Thankfully, I had the short sleeve shirt on. But neither here nor there, my phone fucking rings. And I'm sitting there in the parking lot at the station. And I'm like, who the fuck? And I was like, oh, wait a second. I know who the fuck that is. Answer the fucking phone. And I got some of that intel pouring in. Like, hey, this is what's up. It was like 3 hours before the State of the Union. So I started pushing out some fucking tweets on Tuesday. You guys need to be aware of this. Is information you need to be aware of. It is not scary. It will not fuck you up in any way, shape, or form unless you do not know it's coming and you fucking react emotionally. He said, duty. Dude, Brent, you're gonna have to fucking chill, bro, because I cannot fucking focus yet. I'm about to get a pinch, but he said, duty. You got, if you'd put the little shit emoji there, it would have been cool. 60 to 20, yeah, fuck that. I can't see the rest of it because Brent fucking shit. Oh, Cindy's here. Look out! All right, everybody, shut the fuck up. Cindy's here. Act right. She's like the chat mom. Was that fucking message review somebody being an asshole?
I don't know. I think it was just playing it on the phone.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't even see it without opening it up.
I just asked if that was a condom on your head.
It could be. It could be because it could be a condom on my head because I am a big dickhead. If y'all got kids in the room with this, dude, this is not the fucking stream. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, I got a grip of kids, but I would not have my kids in the room when my shit is playing. I get yelled at all the time. All the time. I get the look. I'm like, I'll go stand in the corner. BG, do you follow me on X? I'm gonna wait for the response. Do you follow me on X?
Oh, this dude's back. Hey, Dixon, go fuck your mother.
I can't even see it.
Back to the sin bin, bitch. Back to the sin bin. Yeah, that has to go. 2 channel fucking comments in the history of your page, and you got fucking sin bin twice.
He said, Dixon cunts. Dixon cunts 1, 2, 3. This dude ain't never had his dick. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go down
Dixon,
that road.
I didn't know they made paddleboards that big, fat boy.
Oh, he's a chunky one? He's a good eater? Hey, dude, that's cool, man. I ain't gonna hate on the fat people. They should probably keep their fucking mouth shut since they can't keep their refrigerator closed. I'm just saying.
Your mom be licking on those nipples, dog.
Yeah. Like that shit, bitch? Tongue or teeth, mama. Come on, get that
You
shit.
can go to the sin bin there too, boy.
Hey, man, it's all good. It's all good to you, dude. Don't hate. Don't hate. Okay. Now, hey, BG, I'm not talking shit in every way, shape, or form. I saw your question, and
Try again tomorrow.
that shit has been addressed. I'm going to bring it up again right now to make sure that... okay. If y'all are up in the stream right now and you are not following me on X, you will miss little vital key pieces of information. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of shit on X where I'm fucking talking shit and posting fucking retard emojis because that's what I do. Or they're mom jokes. I get it. You have to fucking sift through the retard emojis and the mom jokes. But if I tag something, if I post something and I tag X Force, hashtag X Force, that's fucking probably pretty important information that I want you to take a look at and to have that in your brain housing group. So you need to be following me on X. You need to be following Chicken Joe on X. You need to be following Jared or Harry on X. And the reason that I say that, I'm not trying to pump their accounts, but sometimes I can't get on this fucking phone. Sometimes I am out in the middle of bumfuck who knows in a fucking police car doing shit that fucking I don't want to be doing, and I have zero fucking cell service. None whatsoever. And I can get a text message off on the fuck is the brain fart? On InReach, on a Garmin InReach. Boop, text message. You ain't posting shit from your phone via a fucking Garmin InReach. That's fucking imperative fucking communications. It's a fucking text message. So on and so forth. J-Rod is tracking Harry. J-Rod, Harry, Jared, they're all the same fucking dude. He's fucking retarded. He's got the little Mr. Pringles fucking mustache. It's a savage fucking look, dude. I'm upset by it. They're all the same dude. He's fucking danger close and tight. He gets a lot of the information that I push to y'all minutes before I push it out. And there's nothing personal, but I have to have somebody else in the information loop. That way, if my X account gets smashed, we can get the information out to you guys. So make sure you guys are following. I'll have Chicken Joe put it up in the chat right now with his X handle and Harry's X handle. Follow their shit. You can. Well, I don't mute them. Also, if you need to communicate with them, or you have questions and you go into their DMs, if you're not following them, they're not going to get those DMs. They're going to go to a list in a fucking mailbox off in the fucking distance. And they may or may not check those lists because a lot of that shit is just fucking spam. But if you're following them, it goes directly into their visible DMs. When they open it up, they can see what it is.
Dixon, go ahead and shoot me a DM on X, Blake. You can show me where you got that fucking paddleboard.
Dixon, bro.
That dude just meat riding, bro. He just sitting here waiting for your streams to fucking make a dumb comment.
Bro,
and get sent to
like,
the sin bin.
dude, are you still here? Oh wait, you can't fucking comment. That sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, like,
Go ahead, shoot me a DM, boy.
tell mom I said hi, bro.
Son of Sam,
Dude, I'm a little thick right here because she makes me peanut butter and jelly sandwiches afterwards, bro. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I eat all your fruit snacks, though.
Yeah.
Giant hugs. Uh-oh. Sheila's in the chat. Hi, Sheila. And just so y'all are fucking tracking, last week's fucking stream, they did not like what I was talking about. They wobbled our stream like it was fucking cool. We lost, 48 fucking seconds. They tried to smash our stream. And it wasn't fucking YouTube. YouTube wasn't fucking with us. Some fucking dark, nefarious motherfuckers tried to wobble the stream. And they had us fucking wobbling for like 48 seconds.
It was a hard wobble, too.
It was a hard wobble. So, I may go down that road again. I may not. we shall see. I'm definitely not gonna not push information out because I could fucking hurt some feelings. Who shadow bans what?
It. Us. Us is it.
I've been shadow banned fucking on everything since I created accounts. Yet, here I am. Rolling like a boss. Hell yes. Damn, Sheila, you just... Who the fuck you find pink hands in here?
If you're subscribed to a channel and that channel's post doesn't make it to your feed recommended, then that's shadow banned. If you have to go
Yeah.
deliberately searching for a new post, then that's shadow banned.
You got me, clan. As far as I know, I'm not, because I still have motherfuckers be showing up. I got new people that show up. I got haters that show up.
Those
I got
are dudes with your post notifications turned on, dog.
yeah.
Dudes are waiting for your shit.
Dude, I'm definitely gonna shit myself if I push on that one. So let's get into it. BG had asked earlier, about XRP. As y'all saw on Tuesday, I pushed out. The intel that I'm getting is, when the system fucking goes live in the changeover, there's gonna be a massive fucking dump. Kind of like, never mind. I'm not gonna be a nasty ass. Hold on. I'm gonna get a dip before I get into this because I'm gonna get excited. I'm gonna get the possibility, and I got excited with Chicken Joe yesterday because we looked at some numbers and he was like, "There's no fucking way." I can't take more of that.
Yeah, Captain Morgan, I wouldn't rely your life on a fucking drum mag. A shotgun with a drum mag.
12 gauge with a drum mag?
There's too many points of failure in that magazine.
Chicken Joe does have a point. And while I'll stand on a fucking 12 with some double aught and some slugs, a 30 round drum mag, what I do recommend is it it's the A300, right? The Beretta A300, and then about a grip of fucking range time.
On the 1301.
Yeah, the A300, A400, or 1301, they're all semi-automatic shotguns that Beretta makes. I was a really big Benelli fan for a while, and they kind of fucking pissed me off because I wasn't in the Benelli space as a tactician. I wasn't, even though like all of our shotguns, our patrol shotguns are Benellis, I was in the Benelli space as a pro staffer for a very large outdoor waterfowl company. And I religiously had Benellis across all my guys, myself, and they kind of pissed me off and said they were going more the sport route. But they didn't understand. They thought that I was talking to them from a tactical standpoint because I had obtained parts, done a whole bunch of stuff with them on the tactical side of it when it came down to it, doing upland waterfowl, stuff like that. They stepped on their dick. So I had gone the route of Remington. And I'm going to fucking get Chicken Joe's blood fucking boiling right now. And I carried out in the field for sporting purposes the Remington Versamax in 12 gauge, and I love that gun. Other than having issues with the charging handle, deciding to fucking exit the chat every so often, and now Remington is no more. So the brand that that I really like now in the performance would be the Beretta. Like I said, the A300, the 1301, the A400. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. It's already made with that 18.5-inch barrel. You could put a speed feed stock on it. You could put a side saddle shell holder, a sling with shells, but the issue with that is you definitely have to train. And Captain Morgan, 3 rounds be able to fire. you're looking at 9. You're looking at 9 in the magazine tube, and once you get good handling that street howitzer,
You're not gonna get that many rounds.
I can empty 7 rounds out of a Benelli M4 semi-automatic shotgun in fucking less than 3 seconds. That's hella hot. And that Benelli's got more recoil than the Beretta does. So Beretta makes a good product. You're looking at anywhere from fucking $800 to $1,400 for that gun, depending on how you want to set the furniture up. If you want to have a fucking a tactical light on it, if you want to put an optic on there, they do have the options to put a fucking red dot on top. It will serve some purpose for those of y'all that understand the difference between shooting a 12 gauge versus a rifle. You are aiming a rifle, you are pointing a shotgun. A shotgun's fucking shooting a spread, a rifle's shooting a singular round. Now, the only time that's going to differ and you're going to need some of that accuracy is when you're shooting fucking rifled slugs. But you have to understand the fucking max effective range for a rifled slug on most shotguns, especially those with an 18.5-inch barrel, is probably going to be about 75 yards. So that's where the red dot would come into play, where you could utilize it on a swing with your double lot, but then still have the red dot to be able to put a slug through somebody's fucking eye hole at fucking 75 yards. So hopefully that makes sense. I am not in any way, shape, or form sponsored by Benelli, Beretta, or any other firearms manufacturer. I give you guys what I think works well. There are some other fucking shotguns out there, and when it comes to pumps, however, if you're not using something to be able to put maximum fucking effective firepower on range at once, you will definitely have issues, because you could be facing off against somebody that has something superior to what you're already carrying. So you have to train with it. You got to go out to the range. You buy a new shotgun, especially a semi-auto. You got to find out what ammunition that shotgun likes to eat. And when I say likes to eat, you can take fucking 3 of the exact same shotguns and then fucking boxes of shells, and not one of those guns is going to like the same fucking shell. Some of them's going to like the low brass, some of them's going to like the high brass, some of them you're going to have to shoot fucking 3-inch shells, some of them you won't be able to shoot 3-inch shells. There are Vanguard does a lot of shotgun work. You can send them out and get them tuned. Just be careful, because a lot of shit they do, your shit comes back illegal, comes back as a short barrel shotgun. If you're living in a state where you can register it, you can get the tag stamp for the short barrel shotgun, fucking do it. Otherwise, you're looking for barrel honing. They do a bunch of different processes inside the barrel to be able to make those guns function effectively. Big mishap with fucking 50 BMG slap for a 45. Are you fucking out of your mind? We're talking about putting that on a handgun, right, Clan?
What on that rabbit hole was that kid Captain Morgan asked, how do we feel about 357 revolvers with interchangeable 9mm cylinders?
Oh, you can interchange fucking 357 and 38. I don't think there's a straight conversion swap over for 9, but it's possible.
Yeah, you
Talk
can get
about
the
those
cylinder. It's just
post
not gonna-
notifications,
it's
because
not
I'm
that
not
barrel.
sure this where I had you on your X account. I just realized I didn't. Hey, Mike, I hear that. You may have had the Sergeant Solid account for X. That is a backup account for me. I lost the Mr. Elk Spaghetti one for just over a year for posting the 18 USC code with the penalty for treason. I got fucking my account suspended for a year until it was finally reviewed by somebody that likes pussy and has a lot of babies, and he was like, wait a second, that's bullshit. Sorry to all the women in the chat, but Elon's a fucking savage. I couldn't do what that dude does. I mean,
Yeah, it's similar, but it's not the same, so it's not going to come out the barrel the same, man.
yeah, it's 38 to 357 is a straight swap.
Yep. he's still talking about how the similar bore size to 9mm, but it's not.
It's not. It's not the same.
You're gonna have that round skipping around. It's not gonna come out right. You're gonna lose velocity.
Yeah, dude, 22 LR, bro. That's kind of like fat girls, bro. They're fun to ride, but you don't want to be seen with them by your friends.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Hey, women, ladies, you can reverse that with fat dudes. You're built for fucking comfort, not speed. It's just fucking shit talk.
Yeah, so then kill the 9mm even more with.
No. Nothing's wrong with 9mm. You're carrying the right ammunition.
Hop off Warzone. My brother in Christ.
No. Hey, Captain, like I'm gonna put it out to you this way. Chicken Joe is, and I've been in the field handling firearms for fucking almost 30 years. Chicken Joe outshoots most of the guys on my SWAT team. And every platform, whether it's shotgun, rifle, bolt action, lever action, pistol, revolver. He's even gotten on the big guns and shot the fucking the belt fed fucking 50. I got the video of it. He's a tactician of it. He's a student of why. So when he's around guys that have a lot of that knowledge from a very young age, he shut the fuck up and he learned how to do what he needs to do. He can shoot iron sights. He can shoot with glass. He can shoot with freaking red dots, archery equipment. He's an archery hunter. He's a duck hunter. He's with shotgun. This dude, that's not the dude to be talking shit, because he could fucking perform in real life what a lot of you guys are doing on those video games. He's in fucking great shape. Like, he's just starting his fucked up little journey where I'm at the end of mine. Know that when he says some shit, he's speaking from a position of experience. He's not speaking to make you feel stupid. He doesn't want you to go down a path to make mistakes and then have to suffer for it out of your pocketbook like him and some of his friends have done. So, cool. Yeah, see? Lauren's got the right idea. Build, assemble, reload. I don't even know if there's Lauren, is there even an equivalent on the 9mm for straight? I don't think there is. I don't think there's rounds that are neck down into the same fucking chamber. I don't. There's only a couple. Yeah, there's only a couple of fucking swap overs. What was fucking 44 can roll over. Dude, I'm gonna get a dope, a dip. I saw Nope and said, I'm gonna get dope. Go get me some dope, son. I swear, it's chewing tobacco. Hey, Ash. Welcome to the chat. We're still fucking around. We ain't got into nothing serious yet. We're talking about bullshit. Talking shit, guns. Brent's here, so we're talking about hookers and blow. Yeah. 40 cal to 357 SIG. 40 cal to 10 Mike. You could shoot a 40 cal in a 10 Mike. You try to shoot a 10 Mike in a 40 cal, it's gonna fuck you up. I saw a dude shoot a 9mm down a 40 cal barrel. The shit was glorious. Like, I was on the range and watched it fucking happen. Sorry, my chat's fucking not updating. There we go. I was on the range. We're at the gun club. Somebody helped this dude out and loaded his fucking mags. They were doing a competition. And I don't know how the fuck a 9mm got mixed in with a 40 cal fucking box of fucking reloads. Yeah, you just gotta use the right 9mm rounds, bro. You using ball or you using hollow points, you're gonna have issues. We train with windshields all the time. But anyhow, dude gets up to the line, he's wearing a fucking competition, fucking like 3 or 4 solid fucking 40 rounds go down. and then the nine round, he touches off the 9 round, and it goes, and I see the guy's hands fucking shaking. I was like, what the fuck was that? RSO fucking killed the range. Took the dude's pistol from him. It didn't fucking damage the gun, but everybody knew something fucking happened. Went back to his box, talking with his partner who was fucking loading the mags up for him. And they had, it was like fucking boxes. Just like bulk fucking boxes. I looked in there, found another 9mm round in the 40 cal fucking ammo. I also know a dude that was a neighboring department was in a foot pursuit, chasing this fucking shitbag, and came around a corner. Dude fucking already had the gun leveled out of his face. Click. It was a 9mm fucking round in a 40 cal weapon. Did not fire. Fucking saved that dude's life. Which is interesting, being that I had already seen a 9mm fire out of a 40 cal. A 40 cal weapon. Yeah, there's really not a purpose for fucking 10 Mike. I guess you could carry it with a longer barrel, as one of those finishers for like big game hunting. But it's really not needed, a knife or a 9 Mike. So to get back to the rounds with 9 Mike, we train windshields all the time. Why? Because we already know our rounds are going to go through the fucking side glass. They're going to go through the rear glass. But the way that windshields are constructed, they're laminated layers. So that shit does not blow up in your fucking face if you get into a wreck. So traditionally, law enforcement would carry a jacketed hollow point, which is lead encompassed with a copper jacket, little dish, expands to fucking whatever size, depending on the caliber you're carrying. I'll get to the angle in a minute here, don't worry. Well, that's meant to cause as much trauma as possible to stop the threat as quickly as possible, because if you got to shoot someone 15 times in my line of work, that can be considered excessive force. So that's why you'll never see cops carrying fucking full metal jackets or ball ammo. They're always going to have some level of a jacketed hollow point or some of the newer stuff that's going to give them the expansion to cause as much trauma and stop the threat as quickly as possible with as little rounds as possible, because it's required under the fucking Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment says you can use force, and when you do use force, you should use as little force necessary to stop the threat. So we've had innovations. That's why the old 9, 40, 45 argument of fucking 15 years ago is fucking over. It's over because the ammunition manufacturers and the technology came around, and now you can run a 9mm business round. Yep. The frangies are beautiful. Most of my SWAT guys are running frangies because obviously the tight quarters and you don't want to fucking kill people next door or in adjacent rooms, shit like that. Maybe Lauren can put in the chat exactly what frangies do, and you guys can read it for yourselves. So when it comes to being able to effectively mitigate a threat through a windshield, now, granted, as a law enforcement official, the very last fucking place you ever want to be is in front of a vehicle of a suspect. And you've seen a bunch of the fucking dude tried to hit me with a car, I shot him. Well, out here in Southern California, specifically San Bernardino County, because I went through their basic fucking way the fuck back. You did not walk in front of a fucking suspect's vehicle. You did not fucking go past the A-pillar. You did not walk between the back of the suspect's vehicle and the front of your patrol car. That's called the death zone, the kill zone. So that we tried to prevent as many of those. Let's shoot at that fucking 9,000-pound missile while the dude's trying to steer it at us. Because let's be honest, you may get the driver, but are you stopping that car with those rounds? Probably not. Eventually, they're gonna run into something. They're gonna hit something. Well, you got to be responsible in putting those rounds down, because even though you may neutralize the suspect through that fucking windshield or through that window, that vehicle is not going to come to rest until it fucking hits something. The Hudsons! What's up, big dog? Now, what Laura's telling you guys with this compressed metal dust bullet is it's made in such a way that it does not over penetrate. So if I shoot, miss the suspect, or God forbid, I go through some soft tissue somewhere, it's not supposed to continue through that soft tissue, but if it does, when it hits that drywall, it's not going to go through the second sheet of drywall. You're not going to have over penetration where you could shoot a single sheet of drywall, the round's going to fucking mitigate itself, and you may get some minor fragmentation into that second sheet of sheetrock, but you're not going to have to worry about over penetration into other rooms. So if you're in a house, especially for you guys and you gals that have kids in your house, you should probably have some fucking frangies loaded up for personal defense in the house. Now, would I say that's the best thing to carry when you're out and about? No, it's not. A frangie is not going to go through a windshield. It's just not. Car door. So having a couple of mags set up with frangies in it, so that if something bad does happen in the middle of the night, you're up, your aim's not on. If you have to fucking engage someone with those fucking you want them to be with frangies, because it's not only your kids you're worried about. You're worried about the kids in the next door neighbor's house. Shoot some Full Metal Jackets at drywall and see how many sheets of fucking drywall she goes through. One of the guys, my very first day on duty in '98, very first fucking day, phase 1, fucking at the station, in the locker room, fucking brand new green ass boot. I get there and find out fucking the guys from Graveyard, because I'm on days, the guys from Graveyard fucking got into a fucking shooting. One of our guys shot the suspect, fucking the round went through soft tissue and into his partner's abdomen. It was a bad deal. So you always have to worry about over penetration. If you can negate that or mitigate that risk, you can do so. Frangies are not cheap. They're kind of hard to find, depending on where you're at.
I guess what we carry.
Mikey, right? You said Mikey? Mikey. I carry a Gen 5 Glock 19 MOS with a Type 2 RMR. Suppressor height night sights to co-witness in case that sight goes down, or in the midst of a gunfight, that sight becomes disabled, because, let's face it, fucking when you get into a gunfight, they're shooting at fucking the gun. That's typically. And most of those gunfights are going to occur anywhere between fucking 3 and 7 feet. And that's why the whole gun in one hand, flashlight in the other doesn't work. We don't train it anymore. We train the flashlight out to the side, because most of the suspects are going to shoot at that fucking flashlight.
Yep.
So you don't want that flashlight right there on your fucking center mass. If you have a weapon mounted light like most of us do, you're still going to have that issue. So when you guys are out training, you have to train to be able to fucking operate that fucking firearm with one hand, because chances are if you get into a gunfight and somebody's reactive shooting, they don't have to be good, they only have to be lucky. And if they get one round in on that fucking primary firearm hand, if they can get it in and it hits your left hand, fuck it, you're good to go. But if you can't shoot with your left hand, you're gonna fuck yourself up in the fight. When it comes to rounds, my round of recommendation, and I am not endorsed any way, shape, or form by this manufacturer. However, the ballistic performance of these rounds through steel car doors, through driver, passenger, fucking auto glass, rear window glass, and windshields is going to be a Hornady critical duty. And 9mm, I think it's 135 grain. I wouldn't be going with anything plus P. It's not needed. That round, because of the technology and how it's developed, it's a hollow point with a it's a fucking like a polymer type material in the hollow point, so that it's getting the expansion to where you need it without losing any of the bullet weight. It has the highest bullet weight retention amongst the available business rounds that are out there right now. It expands from 9mm to just under the size of a 50 cal. So you're creating a wound channel. You're going to stop the threat as quickly as possible. However, pause for effect, ... I've seen fucking dudes hopped up on a whole bunch of different shit, take fucking 25, 30 fucking rounds. Whether it was 45, 40, or 9, and keep fucking going while that pump house is fucking still pumping the blood. So, you need to practice your different target areas, know where the fucking heart's at. The 10 ring's there, but you gotta spread that fucking trauma out. When I took the MP5 operators course, it wasn't taught to put all those rounds in that fucking 10 ring on the X. Cool, that's marksmanship. Looks good when you're at a competition, when you're out there fucking testing your shit out to make sure it's accurate. Everything in the 10 ring is money. When it comes down to actually mitigating fucking threats in real life, you want to spread the fucking trauma out if you can. You can stop a bleed, arterial. You can stop those bleeds. If you get hit anywhere in the pelvis area or the pelvic girdle, you're fucked. Because most people don't have the equipment to stop that bleed or the knowledge to stop that bleed. So to go from the belt line to the shoulder, and then from the shoulder to the belt line, you're going from like where the V cut's at on men that have abs. It's not me, I'm fucking working on it. I got a little gut. But that V line right there, I'm not talking about the hip, I'm talking about that pelvic girdle where the V line's at for the abs. First round, fucking coming down, or coming back up. It's something you have to train for. And then training the fail safes. There's a couple of fucking light switches up here in this area. Most of us refer to it as a T-box. The 365 macro is a great gun. However, I have lost all my confidence in fucking SIG at this point in time because they have failed to properly address issues with one of their models, and they're still allowing them to be in the field. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because I've utilized P226 TAC Ops. It's a heavy gun, but I love it. The 365 macro is a fucking fantastic carry gun. But the issues that I've had with them, it's integrity issues. And firsthand, like it's 6 incidents of that firearm firing in a holster. Not touched. Like, conduct the investigation. The firearm is still in the holster with the fucking Safariland fucking hood over the top. The hood strap's blown off. Where we can go, yeah, that fired in the holster with the fucking hood closed on it. Holster's fucking blown out and shell casings jammed in there. Like, you just address it. Shit happens. Failures fucking happen. Engineering failures happen. Fucking address it. They won't. So here we are. But the 365 is not a bad gun to carry. I just cannot support the company at this point in time because of their response to that. And there's still a lot of those guns out there, and they are fucking not safe. If you guys are in ownership, one of those 320s or the M17 or M18 for the military knuckleheads on that side, I'd be very, very fucking careful with those guns.
I have a good buddy that works for SIG that won't carry a SIG because of that shit.
So yeah, the Gen 5 Glock 19 MOS with the Type 2 RMR. I have Surefire X300 as the weapon light, and then it comes standard with 15 round mags. You can carry the 17s, the 17 rounders from the Glock 17 with them sticking out from the bottom of the weapon, or you can go on to Terran Tactical's site and you can get the +5 base plates. It does imprint a little bit more, depending on how you carry. That may be an issue, or it may not, but you can turn those 15s into 20s, so 20 + 1. What I will say is always carry with one in the chamber. If you guys have instructors out there telling you guys not to carry, even in a CCW type environment, to not carry with one chamber, like, forget they exist. Because I can tell you from the oh shit moment, which is what we refer to it in my field, the oh shit moment of it's going down and I needed to have a gun in my hand fucking 3 seconds ago, you do not have enough time to fucking get that weapon out from concealment or from a holster, open carry holster, fucking rack around effectively, get on target, put rounds down without fucking taking rounds yourself. Yep. That's currently under investigation as well in Clan, because that 320 did discharge upon removal. And anytime you have that many fucking hands and a use of force, and one of your partners yells gun, which occurred, and then a gunshot goes off, I'm not waiting to see fucking that gun come around when I'm fucking hands-on and danger close with them. If my partner yells gun and I hear a gunshot, dude, that's a justified use of force. And it looked horrible, but use of force has always looked fucking horrible. The fact of the matter is, the guy was there, the guy created the fucking incident. He had a fucking firearm on him. He probably shouldn't have. He has a right to protest. I get it. I support that right to protest. But you're out there fucking harassing law enforcement. You have a firearm on you, which he had the right to do so. However, pause for effect, ... In the state of Minnesota, the minute it becomes a riot, you cannot have a fucking firearm in your possession, whether you have a CCW or not. And that fucking whole issue had already been declared a riot, so it was unlawfully carried at that point. But that incident was messy altogether, and that happens sometimes. That's why, there's no criminal charges coming from it. There shouldn't be. Dude lost his life. That sucks. But ultimately, like, I'm not going to fight with law enforcement when I have a fucking firearm in my possession, because I already know, being on the other side, that every fight that I'm involved in, there's at least one gun. And my dumbass brought it. So I don't have the option. This isn't the fucking UK where you have the fucking kids fighting the fucking bobbies. Every now and then the kids beat the bobby's ass, and then they fucking King's X, and the next time the bobbies kick their ass. That's not how it works in fucking in the US. It's not how it works. You have cops. They win the fight, because if they lose the fight, they have fucking like a 90+% chance that they die, or that gun's now on the street that they had on them. So we don't lose fights. We may get our ass kicked, but in the end, the suspect is always going to either go to jail or he's going to go to the morgue. So don't fuck with them. Do what they ask you to do. You don't have to agree with it. The time to agree what you think may be right or wrong in a law enforcement contact is after the fact. With supervision, worst case, you take them to court and you fucking sue them. Do what you got to do. But there is no reason to get into a dick measuring contest with a dude that's got a gun and has the full ability and authority to take your life should you press that boundary. And that boundary is completely subjective to how that officer was trained, how he feels. Like, don't play with it. Yeah, see, Mikey's got it right. The MPX would be hard for me to get rid of, too. I got friends with 320s. And I told them, do me a favor, bro. When we go out, don't be carrying that shit. And most of them have already come to the realization after speaking with some technical experts where those guns have gone into, like, safes. Because sooner or later, there'll be a fucking a fix on it on the backside. But right now, it just doesn't exist. So to get back to XRP, I started down that path. I said I'm gonna fucking hold off for a hot minute. I'm gonna get a pinch, and then we're gonna address it. So the intel that I'm getting is with the system is going to go live. There's going to be a switch from what we're currently running on the Swift side over to the new system with the blockchain. Everything's going to dump. Everything financially, everything connected to the financial system is going to fucking dump. It's not going to last long. Listen to Elk when he tells you the price is going to dump and you need to be ready to pull the trigger. Or if you don't have the dry powder, to pull the trigger, you need to understand that it could go from what it's currently sitting at and it could dump down to 50 cents or lower. It's at this point in time when the system is shifting from the Swift, archaic Swift system over to the blockchain and everything's fucking dumped where they're going to buy up fucking everything. The institutions, the banks, the governments, they're going to buy up everything that's remaining. So you will have mere minutes when it fucking drops to that level. Should you choose, I won't tell you guys when to buy or sell, but it could go anywhere from 90 cents down to 50 cents. I'm hearing it could be as low as 50 cents, maybe a little bit under 50 cents. What I will tell you is if you're looking to fucking dig in at those lower numbers, it's going to be similar to what Lou and I taught you guys fucking years ago on the street. When you're holding a position on the street and you got to run, set your fucking your exit point, and this is on the street side. You set your exit point, and when it hits that exit point, don't hold past that exit point because very few people are ever going to catch the fucking top to sell at the top. And when you try to, you're going to miss that like 98% of the time. And when it starts to fucking fall, you're going to be catching falling knives. And what the fuck happens for those of y'all that have ever tried to catch a falling knife? You're going to get fucked up. So it's going to be the same thing on it, just invert it. This is completely contrarian. You will not catch it at the very bottom successfully. And once it hits that fucking bottom, you're not going to know. But the price is going to go like this. And you will not, even with fucking set buy orders, you will not be able to catch and fill fucking orders on that rip. Once that fucking climb, once that nuclear explosion starts, your fucking buy orders will not process fast enough to be able to snatch fucking what you're trying to achieve on the way up. Say it hits fucking 50 cents and 50 cents is the fucking bottom. Starts to fucking skyrocket. And you got fucking a buy order in for 65 cents, but it goes from fucking 50 to 75 to fucking $1.10 to $3 to $10. You will not be able to catch that. What's up, Benji? Don't worry, Benji. There's going to be a drop. This wasn't like somebody emailed me. This wasn't somebody fucking dropped me a text message. This was a fucking phone call like, hey, make sure your people are prepared for what's coming. Because, let's be honest, we live in the contrarian space. We do the exact opposite of what normal people would do. If you're in a position and it starts to fucking drop 50, 75, 80, 100%, 200%, most people, they're fucking cutting. They're cutting their losses. They're going to get the fuck out. They're going to try to save some fucking, some of those revenues on the way back. That way they can get into something else. They're going to be panic fucking selling. Do not do this. Listen to what I'm telling you. Do not do this. Because it's going to hit that bottom. The supply, not just XRP, but I'm hearing Bitcoin's going to go below 10 grand. All the other fucking cryptos, the utilizable cryptos, the cryptos with a purpose that have a spot in the system, that have purpose designed into them, they are all going to drop, and they are all going to be fucking absolutely fucking destroyed with the supply being fucking purchased up, which is going to cause that nuclear fucking explosion. And I see Benji put in there, it's going to hit 20 and drop back to fucking 50 cents. That is not going to occur. I have zero intel that it's going to make a fucking run to any kind of fucking big numbers, whether it's $5, $10, $20, and then drop back down. It is not going to do that. There will not be supply available for it to do that. So you guys need to be prepared. What's up, Jay? I don't have predictions for good prices to sell. I don't. It's going to go to retarded numbers. And I pushed out over the last few weeks between moving coin from cold wallet storage, transitioning into a stable coin within that cold wallet, and then moving from the cold wallet into a hot wallet, so to say. I wouldn't even say a hot wallet. You're going to have a second wallet set up because you're never going to want to directly connect your cold wallet to your financial institution. You're going to want to have that fucking buffer in between for the security side of it. So to be able to move, and it can be within the same company. However, what you're doing is you're securing the address on that cold wallet that's holding the majority of your assets. So you're moving into another cold wallet that you're going to have little bits and pieces. We all know what the fucking amount is that's FDIC insured. So I would not have over $250,000 worth of stablecoin in that hot wallet at any point in time. Because if that fucking address is compromised in any way, shape, or form, you could get it back because that's how blockchain works, but at what cost and how long? So going from your cold wallet, transitioning into the stablecoin in your cold wallet, moving the stablecoin into a hot wallet that's then going to go from your hot wallet into your financial institution, because I also posted that on Tuesday that the financial institutions have the technology in place to be able to handle your crypto in your normal bank accounts. You move those stablecoin over into your account, and immediately it's available for usage through your traditional financial institutions, whichever they may be, whether it's one of the big banks, whether it's a credit union, whether it's a small bank. It's not even going to matter. I got you, Benji. I just saw your comment, so I wanted to make sure I addressed it so people aren't expecting it to come back down at that point. So when we're addressing the fucking what price to sell at, don't sell. Don't sell. Convert your assets over into stable coins. That's what's going to go into your bank accounts and be usable. From what I understand, at the same time that Clarity goes through the finalization process, the U.S. crypto no capital gains tax is going to be pushed as well. I'm hearing, and we're going to find out tomorrow, I'm hearing tomorrow XRP, or not XRP, Ripple should be getting its banking license. The best cold wallet, there's a bunch of them out there. I like the Ledger products. Some people have issues with them. There's plenty of people in the chat that can put you on different ones. You got to decide after looking at them which one's going to fit best for you. And no matter which one you use, no matter which cold wallet you use, if you're not securing that cold wallet in a Faraday bag and then in a high security safe or fucking burying it in concrete, or I'm being facetious, you're gonna have to secure it in some way, shape, or form. It has to be secured electronically. Even for the ones that don't have Bluetooth access, I still don't fucking trust the fact that there's not some fucking nerd out there with fucking Coke bottle fucking lenses in his glasses that is figuring out a way to hack into cold wallets that don't have Bluetooth access. Blue, we're going to get the intel on that after everything runs. It wasn't a charity. Lou wanted to start and fund an orphanage for blind kids in I want to say it was Puerto Rico. So we're gonna figure out a way where we can make that happen, and everybody can kick in should they want to. BG's got the fucking your seed phrases. Your seed phrases you should definitely have those as a backup, but they should be secured in the same place that fucking cold wallet is. Don't take photos. Just assume everything on your fucking phone is fucking compromised. The Nano X is a good fucking cold wallet, but you have to fucking secure it. You have to secure them. If Ledger gets hacked on their side, they're fucking 100% responsible. 100% responsible for that nefarious fucking activity. And the reason you can fucking say that is my shit has been in a Faraday bag and fucking properly secured since Jesus arrived 2,000 years ago. There's no way that it got breached on my side. It got breached on your side. So definitely look into your cold wallets. Understand that not only do you want something that's super secure, but you're going to want something that is relatively easy for you to access should you need to, without having to jump through a whole bunch of hoops. And some of the cold wallets they're like ultra secure, but it could take copious amounts of time and frustration to be able to access those. You need certain things in place. So you just have to be very careful. That's cool. I'm sorry to hear about your friend, but little girl got his eyes. That's cool, man. Yeah, we were talking about doing a get together for the whole family in Vegas, and maybe there, may not. Vegas is kind of fucking in a world of hurt right now. Yep, that's the way to go. Make sure you're securing it too. BG, I ain't gotta tell you that. You probably fucking got it taken care of. And then don't talk about it with anybody. The only people that know, like, my security, how it works, when it works, why it works, are the people that I would trust handing them that Faraday bag. Everybody else? Vegas is fucking going under faster than fucking I have ever seen businesses go under in my life. Nobody's going. Let's face it, like fucking the economy is what it is, and people are valuing money differently at this point in time. Now, if you've got an abundance of cash and you want to go gamble, there's still people that are doing that, but for the most part, people are not going to Vegas. The experience is not what they want. They don't want to be surrounded by fucking hookers and bums and people doing nefarious shit. So a lot of the casinos are fucking closing up shop. In fact, what fucking broke my heart recently was the fucking Casa Fuente in Vegas fucking closed their doors after fucking 20 something years, 30 years. Very good cigar shop, lounge, and bar. I think it was in the Wynn, but they closed up shop. So there's a bunch of other casinos that are fucking about to close up shop. And it's not even just the casinos that are fucking doing hard, it's the hotel industry and shit like that. And you would have thought that Vegas would have had somewhat of a repetitive customer, being that they've moved sports teams there, and they got the Golden Knights, they got the Raiders. They're adding teams to that, but it's not the fucking case. So when we do put together a get together, I'll get together with some of you original fam, and we'll decide where we're gonna do a get together. Obviously, we don't have the fucking 200,000-300,000 people that we did in the AMC days. The family's still pretty large, but we're not looking at a stadium venue at this point. So XRP, you're gonna have the jump, you're gonna have the dump, you're gonna have all, and not even just XRP, the digital financial technologies or crypto. I don't like to use the word crypto anymore because it turns a lot of people off when you're talking to them, because they've seen so many of the fucking the fucking pump and dumps and all the stupid shit associated with that, people losing all their money. So when you talk about crypto as a digital financial technology, you're looking at coins as an asset because of what they do, not because of who's pumping them. And to be able to talk to people about that, like, look at, hey, this coin does this coin does this is the value on this coin, this is the realm that this one could go to. Like when you're talking about payroll service technology, they got coins for that. When you're talking about assets for holding just financial holds of wealth, there's coins for that. There's coins that serve a purpose on chain, whether it be for moving assets around within the banking structure, whether it be moving assets around within organizational structures with companies, whether it's moving assets between governments over borders, going from one currency to another. There's tons of stuff out there that actually have a purpose. So I will let you guys know on that. We're gonna let everybody get settled first coming out of that, because of the shell shock of the run. It's gonna be nuclear. It's not gonna be fucking. It's $5 one day. It's $10 the next. It's $20 the next, and fucking 3 business years later, it's at a point where you're like, okay, cool. Like I'm at a point where I want to start fucking moving some shit around. It's gonna go nuclear because there is trillions moving onto chain almost instantaneously. And it's the system. It's not one organization, one government, one bank buying everything that's forcing that fucking money to fucking fly. Forcing the price to fly. The removal of the supply creates the friction point. The trillions moving on chain within the financial system is what the friction is actually created by, and the price has to fucking be in certain areas to move the amounts of money that are going to be moved in that new financial system. Yeah, DTF, I like that. Or DFT, yeah. DTF's different altogether. Some of y'all caught that. That's my bad. What the fuck is Flare? BG, I have no clue what Flare is. Enlighten us. The bottom price on XRP will be there minutes. Y'all catch that? Minutes. You won't be able to sit around and go, should I get in? Should I not? Should I buy more? Should I not? Oh, I gotta wait for payday because fucking this, that. Minutes. It's going to be at the bottom for minutes because buying up all the supply on everything is going to set off something that cannot be controlled. The initial projection was that at least for XRP, it's going to shoot up higher than Bitcoin sitting at currently. And we already had that intel 8-9 months ago that it was going to be up in the area of the 70 to 80,000 range. But now, as of Tuesday, getting the intel that it's going to be above 60. I want you guys to understand something clearly because everybody looks at this like, oh, I'm going to be rich. Money comes and goes. Change my pants now. The money is not fucking important. I want you guys to get away from that train of thought. That is the fucking peasant thinking that got most of us into the fucking situations we're in now. The more money that we have when we look at it from that point of view is the more money we're going to fucking spend. I want you to look at the financial gains you guys are about to make as freedom. The number that's going to be in that account is going to be retarded. You're going to be shell-shocked. It's going to create the freedom to live how you want to live, to do what you want to do for your families. Do not look at it as I'm rich because we see what all these other assholes out here now that are rich are doing. Do we want to be like that? Absolutely not. I don't want to be another number in the fucking large group of rich assholes that think because they have money, they're better than us. We're going to be in an excellent opportunity, an excellent place for opportunity to make some fucking serious changes in society, not just this country, but worldwide. But when you look at it as far as wealth, I'm rich, you're already putting yourself in that mindset that you're better than somebody else. Because there's going to be people in the neighborhoods that you live in right now, people that you know, and jobs that they're not going to understand what's happening and why it's happening. You're going to be that dude that's there, but you're going to have the freedom. You're going to say, hey, bro, it's going to be all right. This shit's going to help out in the long run. You need help, let me know. I got you. And then fucking help people out. But that's going to require some discernment, and a lot of you guys fucking need help in this area. The Bible lets us know we're to be good stewards of the Lord's money. So in order to do that, you have to have some discernment. Not everybody that needs money deserves the money. Not everybody that asks for money needs money. So you're going to have to get good at telling people no. Or keep it to yourself and live like that broke, poor son of a bitch that's looking himself fucking dead in the eyes in the mirror. Don't let anybody know. You live with that freedom you got. You, your spouse don't have to work. Your kids probably don't have to work. You can put them in whatever school, sport, activity, or otherwise without ever having to worry about it. You don't have to say no because you don't have the cash flow ever again. And to throw that mindset, especially those of y'all that have spouses, Brent, above ground pool. Man, that's some hood shit. All right, to get back to it. For those of y'all that have spouses, bring something that is so absurdly expensive, but really nice. Could be a car, could be a house, could be a watch, could be, for the ladies, could be a purse. Maybe it's a purse that's like $10,000. And watch your spouse's reaction to that. And then move down the path of, why would you buy that? Why? Is it, do you want that? Because if you want it, you should have it. But if you want that because it's $10,000, it's for the fucking wrong reasons. You want that house because it's fucking this millions of dollars, it's for the wrong reasons. If you love the house, the watch, the car, the purse, whatever it may be, you love it. Don't give a fuck what the price is. You are going to be in that neighborhood with those assets under your management and control to be able to say the price doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck what the price is. I like that because I like that. I want that because I want that, not because of what it costs. And you start changing the mindset of, well, I don't deserve that, or no, I shouldn't buy a $10,000 purse because fucking this, that, and the other. Like, no, if you like the fucking purse, you like the watch, you like the car, you like the house, fucking pull the trigger on it. It's a fucking number in an account. And you guys have learned how to create that kind of wealth. This journey does not stop with fucking one play. Moving on from here, we're going to be pushing out other stuff because there's going to be new technologies that are going to break for the new system. They're going to help customers solve problems on the financial side. And you're going to be in an opportunity, instead of throwing 10 grand at a position and being there fucking waiting, fucking praying and hoping that this makes some money, you're going to be able to throw fucking 200 grand at a play. And when it runs up 20, 30, 40 cents, you're out. It's a game changer to be able to move into positions where you're not looking for dollars of runs. You're looking for pennies or nickels or dime runs. But you can move into it with such mass and large fucking coin counts in that position that when you dip out with a nickel, a dime, or a quarter fucking gain, you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. So this is not the end play. This is the play that's setting you guys up to be absolute fucking sharks or killer ducklings on all future plays after this. This is one of the teaching points I've had with all of my inner circle guys. Like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. There's got to be a why to what we're doing. And a lot of people have the why of, I want this because I want to be rich. That's the fucking wrong mindset. Because if you got this to be rich and you're going to sit on, say, $100 million, how fucking long you figure that's going to fucking last? You've grown up your whole life and spent fucking every dollar and dime you've ever had. How long you figure that money's going to last? It's going to go fucking quick. Sleeping money goes away. The old man fucking taught it. I learned it early on. So you have to be prepared to use that money, utilize that money to make money for you. Nobody wants to trade time for dollars, which is what most of us are fucking doing in traditional jobs. We need to fucking reprogram our kids that you don't need to do that. You don't need to trade time for dollars to make it. So moving forward with that, it's all about changing that fucking mindset to understand, like, the money is a stepping stone for the freedom that you deserve, that your family deserves. Buy what you want because you want it, not because of how much it costs. Ain't nobody's trying to flex. Ain't nobody gives a fuck. In reality, the only people that give a fuck that you have a nice car, a nice house, a nice watch, a nice purse, only people that give a fuck are poor people. Are you trying to impress fucking peasants? Or are you trying to just live your life and fucking have what you enjoy? So it's a change of mindset to be able to make sure that you guys are absolutely on the right path. That when you get hit with this cash, I don't see sob stories fucking 18 months, 2 years down the road where it's all gone. Look at fucking Floyd Mayweather Jr. The dude has made over $1 billion over the course of his career. $1 billion. It was fucking $1.2 billion. This motherfucker's about to fight Manny Pacquiao again. Again. Why? Well, probably because he spent fucking more than his tax bill, and he owes fucking the government $700 fucking million right now for a tax bill. Not exact, but the dude is overspent. That dude had $1.2 billion, and he's broke. The money does not fix your mindset. The mindset makes the money into freedom. The freedom is what you're after. You have to make that fucking choice and that decision now. No matter what fucking money, what number shows up in that account. Because the people will doubt the fact that it'll hit 60, 70, 80 fucking K a coin. I don't give a singular fuck. Why? Because I'm prepared for when it does. Because the money, the number that pops up in that account will fucking make you lose your mind. It's going to. Nobody's ever seen fucking that much money on a screen in an account that they own. And coming into money like that when you choose for it to be that rich you're looking for instead of that freedom you deserve, is going to amplify the person you are right now. You're either going to be that fucking raging asshole with money who treats everybody like shit and a fucking horrible human being, or you're going to be that dude that makes sure everybody's fucking taken care of within reason, doing kick-ass shit, making sure his family's got everything they need and everything that they want, everything that they could desire. But you're still teaching those teaching points and how to make money as opposed to fucking earn it, how to use those tools that are available to you financially to make sure that you never have to fucking answer to anybody ever again. Yeah, Tyson's fighting next month, I think. Tyson's in a little bit different of a boat. Tyson's Tyson, and I love Mikey. He's a wild man. I don't want to see him fight. I don't. And everybody can say that fucking fight with him and Paul was fucking, it was rigged. Cool, I get it. BG, you're in the right area, brother. Tyson looked like he was too slow to compete at a level that would be safe. I could be wrong. It could have been fucking set up. He could have been fucking throwing. Could have been all about the fucking Benjamins. Because Tyson, I still wouldn't want to get hit by Mike Tyson. I think Manny's still in good shape. I think Floyd's still in good shape. That fight is going to be an absolute shit show because Manny's going to want to stand there and box and fucking put on a show, and Floyd's going to run the entire fight. He's going to run. He's going to go straight into Olympic boxing. He's going to fucking score fucking points that he needs to win, and he's going to get out of it because he's protecting that fucking undefeated record. I'm not interested in watching it. I'm fucking not. I'd love to see a blood fest between him and fucking Manny, go blow for blow, leave the fucking fight with eyes swollen shut, but Floyd will not fucking box like that, ever. Floyd's there for the paycheck because he's compelled. Hey, BG, you seen the tax rate there? Have your plan. Have your plan. I will tell you that what you're talking about, BG, have your plan for fucking how you're going to turn some of that fucking, that freedom you got into money annually to be able to cover the fucking tax rate and the cost of living there. Yeah, Mike, you got it right, bro. Like H-Bar and some of the others, like there has to be a need from a customer, whether it's a government's a customer, there's an institution that's a customer, there's an organization that's a customer. It has to meet a need for one of those customers. Otherwise, you're not going to have success with it. Dude, there's some fucking... It's still expensive, Mojo. I get what you're saying. He's calling all the OC for that way, but... specifically what BG was talking about, the tax rate is high, and if you have been there, been in the city, seen the services the city offers and how the city operates, you'll understand why. You notice I didn't say, no, fuck that, the tax rate's too high, the cost of living there is too high. Absolutely not. Go to the city, drive around, fucking talk to the fucking lifeguards, talk to the fucking firefighters, talk to the cops. They keep that city fucking locked in. Locked in. Irvine is kind of fucking on, they're making some political decisions. I had looked at a place in Irvine And I was wondering why the fuck this dude just built this custom fucking house, had everything imported from Italy to make this custom fucking Tuscan fucking beautiful fucking compound. Why the fuck would he be selling it? So I started talking to some friends that I have that live in Irvine and are already at that freedom level. And most of them are in the same boat where they're like, do I liquidate this at this point or do I just move, turn it into a rental? Irvine's making political decisions and succumbing to the communist fucking regime that's currently running the state, where they're building low income housing like fucking high rises right there in line of sight in Irvine, and it's going to drive the property fucking values through the fucking floor. And they're compelled. They're trying to do the same shit with a lot of the other high-end, right-leaning cities in OC. But most of them are fucking giving them the finger, telling them to go fuck themselves, because, like, they understand that's going to drive out all the money that makes those municipalities function. And I think that's the goal of the state, is to drive out the money from those municipalities so they're not red strongholds. Yep. FedEx has found fucking a solution for their system. It's going to be interesting to see Amazon go online. DC's not fucking bad. DC was a fucking war zone here until fucking a few months ago. Hey, I'm not trying to get you guys excited with numbers. You guys know how many coins you hold. Go in there, pull open your calculator right now, and I don't need to see numbers. Pull open your calculators right now and just do a quarter of your holdings at fucking 65 grand. And tell me that isn't enough to make you guys free. You guys do that. I'm going to watch the chat. And you let me know in the chat, is it freedom or is it not enough? I would never recommend rolling your entire fucking assets into stable coins all at once, because there's no reason to give up that tech not knowing what the future is going to hold for it. The question is, how soon do you think it would realistically take to hit 60K? I think that when it goes nuclear, it's going to hit that price point for everybody and the system to be able to do what it needs to do at that price point, and we'll have fluctuations at that point. From 50 to 80 to 70, it's going to be holding in that fucking 10 to 20,000 range, where Bitcoin's kind of hovering around in between, depending on different shit that's occurring. Now, in your guys' cold wallets, depending on which one you use, because I get a total for my cold wallets that I can monitor without ever having to fucking dig into the actual cold wallet itself. The number is going to be fucking retarded. You have to prepare yourself for that retarded. That asinine number. Like, that's not possible. Well, you're right. It's not fucking possible. Because I can tell you right now, if everybody held at least 5,000 fucking coins and it went to 60 fucking K, and everybody decided, I'm gonna move that fucking, all that money from all of my 5,000 coins, I'm gonna move all that money into my financial institution, the system would fucking freeze the fuck up. So it's going to take some responsibility for y'all, and that's why we're here having the conversations of don't put yourself at risk. Don't put anything more in an account than you need. Because a lot of you guys, when you go to purchase these houses, you're going to have to ask the question, hey, how do you want to get paid? The new system's going to be in place. Yeah, fucking, it's going to be exciting. People are going to be like, yeah, I want some. No, yeah, you can fucking, well, let's go wallet to wallet. And a lot of times the realtors are going to be opposed to it, but like, hey, ask the seller. Ask the seller how they want to get paid. We can go wallet to wallet. I got no issues with that. And then you never even have to go to a financial institution for fucking however much you need for that dream house you've been looking at. Same thing with car dealerships. There's dealerships right now accepting fucking different fucking coins and tokens for payment on cars. Why would you not? Why would you add an extra fucking step in the process to get fucking fouled up involving a financial institution when you can go fucking from your wallet to that dealership's wallet? Because let's face it, dealerships are fucking owned by business owners. And if you can go wallet to wallet with them and the fucking delay is fucking 3 seconds, like, they're going to pull on it. Look, we got a realtor in the chat. Cheryl's here. Where are you out of, Cheryl? We're about to charge up your cash flow if you're going to keep doing it. It's going to be, Jay, how long is going to be fucking instantaneous? It's going to run nuclear. From that bottom, when everybody buys up all the fucking supply, the government, institutions, banks, and otherwise, they buy up all that supply, there's nothing left. We know what happens with supply and demand. And then the financial system, online, using everything's on chain at that point, all the trillions of dollars that move a day on the financial system, that's the fucking friction. And they can't move that at $5, $10, $100, $500. There's not enough assets, there's not enough tokens to move that shit at the speed they're gonna need it at. They need that price to be fucking stupid fucking retarded. That initial pump when you guys see the account, when you get the fucking text message, the phone call from somebody that fucking you know that's in on the play, they're like, oh my God, it's going down. When you open it up and you see that initial number, it's gonna look like the debt clock. And it's gonna be fucking constantly fucking rolling and updating. Where, hey, you know, it's over. You're good. Put the fucking phone down. Take a breath. Sit down before you pass out. If you guys don't already have your priority list fucking set up and what you need and where you're gonna get it and how you're gonna get it and your hierarchy of needs, the order in which you're gonna do it, you guys need to be planning for it. And I know it can get depressing sometimes when you have that much work and planning into something and then stuff gets delayed or slowed down, because a lot of that shit's been delayed or slowed down over the last fucking year. But we're at that point where if you don't have that plan in fucking place, man, you're gonna be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. And that's the last image you want to portray to any of the family members around you that are going to watch this occur, or anybody in the circle in which you're going to be dealing with when it comes to cars, houses. If you look like you are a complete fucking amateur, you do not have your shit together, people are going to put up with you because they're going to get paid, but they're not. You're not going to be the dude they call like, hey, I got this coming up, you interested? They're gonna be like, that fucking dude was good for a paycheck, but that dude was all over the place. He was all fucking sorts of worked up, paranoid, fucking acting like a fucking an idiot, didn't know which fucking, couldn't grab his ass with both hands. You don't want to be that guy. You want to walk into, whether it's a real estate transaction or a transaction for vehicles or otherwise, and say, hey, look it, this is what I want. This is what I'm willing to pay. Can we make a deal on this, or am I not in the ballpark? Plain and simple. And then don't be afraid to fucking get up and walk. Like, yeah, that's more than I'm willing to pay. Not that I can't pay it, but Like, you want retarded money for that? I'm not willing to go that high. I could pay you right now in this amount. Like, remember the old line, fucking money talks, bullshit walks. If you're throwing a stupid fucking retarded number up, and it's essentially you're sitting there with fucking cash. I mean, obviously not cash, but you have the ability to fucking make an immediate deal and transact. Obviously, real estate's a little bit fucking more delayed because there's more paperwork and other shit involved with it. But there's not a lot of people are going to let you walk from a fucking transaction where somebody is offering you that kind of money in a transaction that is not going to be delayed by a loan process, a fucking financial institution, fucking all the bagpipes and bullshit that go along with them. So, but if you don't have a plan in place, you're going to walk in there like Joe Shit the Rag Man. It's pre-approved. That still has to fight with his bank to get everything done. Everything's got to be inspected. It's just not worth fucking doing it. Brad, my man. So, we were kind of talking about this earlier. I have given a March 1st deadline for the past month, even though some people were pushing April, May timeline. The timeline that I'm pushing is directly from the boss. He wants this shit on his desk by March 1st. I know the powers that be are on board now. The banks that were kind of holding shit up were compelled with copious amounts of cash into their bottom line because, like the boss talked about a year ago, most of the U.S. fucking debt is going to be fucking taken care of. And that being said, it's not like the president, like he said, I'm going to hand him a piece of paper. That's not how it works. U.S. debt is to us, the taxpayers. There's no creditor. There's no, like, you owe fucking Citibank fucking 40 grand for a car that you own. You owe somebody that. The government has continued to fucking print money into the red against the taxpayers. They owe the taxpayers. So when any government owns or has assets under management in a certain amount, which they're about to go to retarded amounts, that assets under management, say the U.S. government owns 1 million coins of XYB coin, and that coin goes from whatever it's at to fucking 80,000 a coin. That total in their amount in their account, their assets under management will fucking King's X the fucking the money that's owed on the other side, because that's brought them back to operating in black. And then it's just going to come down to the idiots in fucking Congress, both the House and the Senate, to not spend more than we're fucking taking in. I think the U.S. debt is going to be reduced. I don't think they're going to get all of it in its entirety, but it's irrelevant. There's some of the debt was consolidated into other assets and sold abroad. So as the markets fucking recover and those liabilities that were sold abroad, that debt that was sold abroad in government fuckery, as those prices of those products increase, that debt will be taken care of as well, and then we have to buy it back. No, what I don't think people understand is, of that 37 trillion, 95% of it was fraud. We had another timeline question. I'm seeing clarity signed by the boss by March 1st. I was it was entrusted to me that the no tax on U.S. Crypto, no capital gains tax on U.S. crypto was short to follow, like in the same breath. I don't know, that probably shouldn't be attached to Clarity, but I think that's going to be a standalone after the fact. I know that the boss wants to completely eliminate income tax altogether with a tariff program, and everybody can talk all the shit they want about that. But if you look prior to World War II, like the government was completely funded and we operated in the black based upon fucking tariffs. Don't believe what you hear on the news and what the fucking left's gonna scream at you. It's fucking not a tax. The easiest way to avoid fucking paying for those tariffs is don't fucking buy shit that's not made in the US and it doesn't cost you anything. I know certain products it's fucking impossible to do, but you have to take that at the same time. When you buy shit that's made abroad and you end up having to pay more, that's the choice you make. If there's nothing in that caliber made here in the States, you're kind of limited, but you're going to have to eat it. It's what it is. I'll put it to you this way, clan. Dude, Powell's on board now. And that is a corrupt motherfucker. Powell is on board now. He's on his way out. But he made the statement, I think it was 4 or 5 days ago, the banks now have the ability to work with their customers and crypto assets. Where if he had said that shit a year ago, they would have fucking hung him. Hey, Daniel, it's been fucking ready for fucking a hot minute. And the reason that we haven't come, or the Save America Act has not hit the Senate floor yet for voting, and we keep getting the excuse from Thune that they don't have the time, it's because Clarity is at the very fucking top of the list. Despite what the boss said on Tuesday, that the Save America Act is at the top of the list, Clarity is the number one fucking item on the sheet. It's got bipartisan support. It's not being opposed. Some of the fuckery that was going on with it, even the fuckery from the left, trying to exclude people from being able to operate in the fucking crypto spaces and exclude families like that, dude, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. That would never fucking stand up when that shit made it to the Supreme Court of excluding someone because you got derangement syndrome from financial systems and assets. Brad, I'll just tell you this. Lou and I are not the fucking smartest dudes on the planet. And both of us were gifted with the gift of foresight, but we've had a lot of good people in the family in different industries, working for different organizations, banks, governments, or otherwise, that talk to us. So when we tell you guys stuff, it's not like we're out here trying to fucking Alex Jones the fuck out of you guys. Like, hey, Alex Jones, dude, that guy has a gift. Because he be putting out shit that, like, oh, wow, this dude's fucking crazy. And then it fucking turns out it was true. I'm like, this dude knows some shit, or he's got a gift going on. Most of the information we push out to you guys, even though it may take a couple of years with some of the stuff we've been seeing here recently to come to fruition, it's given to us with enough time to be able to put you guys in a place. And the numbers aren't huge. We don't have large numbers of people. And most people, they could take it and be apprehensive. That's fine. But in the end, when everything pans out, there's going to be a group of haves and there's going to be a group of have-nots. And a lot of the have-nots have heard exactly what Lou and I have been saying and chose not to get in. And that's going to haunt them. And unfortunately, I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink. So for those of y'all that are drinking in copious amounts, life's going to get fucking good. Yeah, I got you. He said he lives in Washington State. Called the senators, either passed the Clarity Act. Everybody's on board. They got the votes needed. For it. It's just, it needs to come to the floor. The issue with that was, and for some of y'all that haven't been around the last month or so, the issue was the banks and certain assholes that are CEOs for exchanges didn't like the fact that the Genius Act, which was established for stablecoins, didn't include any language for yield for stablecoins, and basically it cuts the bank's fucking piece of the pie. So that's what the fight has been over. The banks want no yield on stablecoin because they still want you to have to rely on them to make fucking interest, and they want to treat your stablecoin like a fucking savings account. Where those of us that know, like a stablecoin for us, that's fucking going from one wallet into an account to be spent. I'm not fucking sitting on it. I could give two fucks about yield on that. Maybe in the future I'll care about yield on that, but it's what it is. But that's been the holdup. It's all been them trying to write in stablecoin legislation into Clarity, wanting stablecoin legislation in the act, and the stablecoin fucking bill was already fucking passed. It was passed last summer. Nobody's touching that at this point in time. Get everything fucking taken care of. Clarity in the system up, and then we can make adjustments on both Clarity and Genius when it comes to stablecoin as we see shit work. We want to see how it's functioning. Can it be better? Can we take care of our customers? Is there more of a middle ground to be able to keep these banks afloat? Because there's going to be plenty of people out there that have no clue any of this is fucking going on that are still going to have a need for a bank. They're still going to have a need to borrow. They're still going to have a need for credit cards. They're still going to have a need to operate in the system they're operating in now, even though it's gone on blockchain. So the banks are going to have to be viable to a certain extent until all those people can come along and we get into that self-banked realm, which I believe is 3, maybe 5 years out, where everybody's self-banked, and the banking sector, so to call it, as we know it now, will only be around for some of those larger purchases for homes and automobiles and shit like that, where they're offering home loans and vehicle loans and shit like that. So, am I missing anything? Or are you over there scrolling something else?
All over the place, bro.
Oh, okay. I can't see a lot of that shit, so I don't know if I'm missing comments. Mojo, I would stay the fuck away from the street for the time being. I would stay away from the street. Because we have not seen the correction on the street yet. And they're supposedly on chain now. But what I'm going to need to see is a lot of that nefarious shit punished. Whether decimation and fucking those individuals or organizations involved fucking destroyed, or some kind of accountability on the SEC side, because just being on chain is somewhat of a reassurance, but the fact that none of the fuckery has been addressed that led the street to where it was before they went on chain, it definitely causes me concern. Hi, Linda. And Clan, I want instant settlement, bro. I don't want T1. I want instant. I want T0. And I think that's possible. I think the technology exists now where T0 is 100% possible. Will that happen? I doubt it, because look at the brokers. How do the brokers make money on T0? The only way brokers would make money on T0 is if they charged transaction fees for every transaction, and it was a fucking sizable amount, which I am not opposed to. I'm not opposed to a transaction fee for a broker to get shit done. I'm not opposed to it. if the system's fucking fixed and there's no fuckery involved. But anything above T0, T1, T2, T3, T your mom, that gives them the opportunity to play the fucking the system right there in the middle to try to buy the position you bought at a lower price to make their money on it. And there's still too much rope for them to hang themselves. And then we get back into the FTDs, the failure to deliver realm. And those y'all that are from the street time with us will understand that we had failure to delivers that were never accounted for. Was never forced by the SEC. We had failure to delivers that were fucking 90 days, 120 days, where like it shouldn't have gone past fucking 30 and nothing was done about it. Well, however, those of us that have operated in that space, we understand, like, if they would have fucking taken, if the SEC would have taken action on the FTDs, they would have fucking collapsed the market, the economy, and everything along with it. So the status quo was maintained, not because they wanted it, but because they had no fucking choice. Teabag your face. Yeah, that payment for order flow, that was a big fucking deal. And Lou and I, we were addressing that shit fucking early on. Because that payment for order flow, the synthetic fucking Guatemalans, and for those of y'all that weren't around for that, the brokers on the retail side of the street were selling us shares in whatever position that fucking didn't exist. There was no shares available. They were selling us shares and then operating in that T fucking your mom era. They had so many days after selling us that share. We physically had the share. They never had the share. They were creating that share at the broker level. They had so many days to buy the share from wherever they could find it to complete our order. And that's where the failure to delivers came from, where they were making money on that payment for order flow. The more order flow came in and the delay in between the time of purchase and the time for filling the order, sometimes the price was lower, sometimes the price was higher. If the price was higher, they got fucked. The price was lower, that's where they made their money on the payment for order flow. But it was all the shell game, like Lance pointing out right now. It was a sleight of hand. It was all moving the fucking pea around under that walnut shell. Except for fucking, guess what? For a lot of those positions, there was no pea. They were just moving the shells around. They were moving the shells around for fucking months. That's why the majority of us got out of the market. We got off the street. Early on, we saw exponential gains, especially coming out of COVID and businesses opening back up. We were making fucking grips of cash on fucking Tyson Chicken, Carnival Cruise Lines. A lot of those plays that had been shut down, we made money on those recovery plays. But once we got in and we were running 200,000-300,000 people strong on this family, and we would run into plays that Lou would set up, and we went from seeing price action move on our buy-ins to all these people would move. 200,000-300,000 people would move in, not in large numbers, maybe $200-300, but in fucking mass, we went from seeing the price action move to the price action not fucking budge at all. And then we figured it out. They were running that shit into the off the books. They were running it into the fuck was. I'm fucking drawing a blank. Dude, we made a grip on the GTI play too. There's a second set of books where they could control exactly how much of that order flow went on to the streets books that affected the price action. So they controlled the flow in both buys and sells from an off book onto the book. So we never saw any of the price action, and it was at that point Lou and I were like, "Yep, it's fucking done. The entire fucking market's fugazi. Because they were holding grips of shit off books on a second set of books to be able to control the dark pool. Jason fucking got it. I just drew a blank. Holding that shit in the dark pool and releasing it in fucking increments, so the price fucking just barcoded. When you hear me say barcoding, it's when the price goes fucking up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And you could look at the charts back then, and it was a straight line across the board for the entire trading day. Market would open, fucking market would close, and you would have a straight line, and it would just go ding, 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 all the way across the board, where it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch, especially when we were pushing plays out, and we knew that we were putting massive amounts of cash flow into the market, and we were taking massive amounts of shares, of available shares, and having no effect. So they combated it well, because the idiots on the street, they were watching. They're not stupid. They're sharks, man. And let's be honest, they do illegal shit. They do illegal shit because it's the fucking cost of doing business. When you look at the amount of money they were making as opposed to if they got caught, what the fine would be, why wouldn't you be a fucking shady bitch? They made fucking $1.5 billion, but they got fined fucking $100,000 for that violation. So when it comes to the street, I'm apprehensive. That may change in the future, but as of right now, I'd say stay the fuck off the street. There's plenty of shit on the digital financial technology side, the DFT side, where you can park some currency if you must. But when we get down to it and we start looking at those other plays and we move into it, it's not going to be a dividend play. It's going to be like, hey, this has fucking got possibility, this technology, and the usage of this technology in the system. There's a need for it. And we just got to wait for implementation by whoever's fucking picking it up to meet their customers' needs. So we'll be going into plays like that. Sorry, I'm scrolling the fucking comments because I lost Chicken Joe.
So we can get the books sent out. Not up to them.
Yup, Daniel. It was fucking brutal, but I can tell you right now, everything that you guys went through, whether it be GameStop, AMC, GTII, and some of the other ones, everything you guys went through prepared you for what the fuck is happening right now. And we are on the right side of this play. We are on the right side to be able to make copious amounts of fucking freedom. And remember the responsibility that's going to come with that. I can't stress it enough. You can't change the world if you can't change your community. So everybody's going to be responsible for doing some good in the communities that they live in. Whether it be the one you currently live in or wherever you're going to go, be looking. Be looking to make the world a better place. Make fucking people's lives a little bit better. Be able to correct the system. And remember that fucking culture is upstream of politics. We cannot change fucking the political figures and the political structure when culture's fucked up. So to fix our culture, that starts in our homes. That starts in our core groups, our inner circle groups. And the best rebellion to what is fucking going on right now, the best rebellion is personal excellence. So you need to be fucking doing what you need to do. You need to be making money. You need to be fucking taking care of yourself. You need to be fucking hitting the gym. You need to be that epitome of that dude fucking thinks he's fucking all that in a bag of chips, because you are. And that's how we're going to change culture. We're not better than them. We're just fucking giving them an example of this is how you need to be fucking living. This is the standards you need to live by and expect from others. Because us as men, if I don't have a high standard for each and every one of you, what fucking good am I doing you? If I just tell you what you want to hear instead of what you really need to hear, I do you no service. You're no better off. So, and I didn't create that shit. The ultimate rebellion is personal excellence is not mine. That belongs to Andy Frizella. He's a great guy. If you guys aren't watching Real AF with Andy and DJ and the crew over there, it's he does a fucking live stream twice a week on YouTube. He's across a bunch of different platforms as well. He's got some good shit. He's a fiery fucking Sicilian. I love him from the bottom of my heart. I was involved with one of his companies. That's how I met him and his brother Sal and a bunch of other people over there. But he speaks the truth when it's fucking hard to swallow. But with that being said, we have Apex the fucking 2-hour point. I am going to tie this off. We will have the space at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am sorry I didn't get to it last week. Some shit popped up in the latter half of my day. Unavoidable. So I did not make the space last week. My email is mrelkspaghetti@gmail.com. It should be on there, but now y'all got it if you need it. You can also push shit to Chicken Joe and Harry, especially when it comes to the books. If you guys are looking for Lou's book, you need to follow Chicken Joe and Harry on X, and then send them a DM with the email address you want it sent to. It's an electronic fucking copy of the book. It never made it to print, but that's how you go about getting the book. Pushing information or asking questions outside of here or the space, going through email. I'm not in my email often enough with everything else I have going on, so a quicker response would be to Harry or Chicken Joe. They'll vet whatever you guys are sending them, get it in front of me where I can make a determination or give them a direction or a response, or maybe I'll just take it from myself in response. So that's the easiest way to do it. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that came out. We got some exciting times. Make sure you guys keep your eyes on X and some of the other fucking socials. Be careful of who you're listening to. Clarity should be up, taken care of, and signed here in the next fucking day or two. And then we should be fucking off to the races. So without further ado, I am going to send you guys on to the rest of your days. And I will see you guys on the space. Otherwise, I will see you guys next Friday. For now, this is Mr. Elk Spaghetti, signing off.